Factsverse presents 11 Amazing Tipping Stories. Number 1. Pizza Hut waitress gets $10,000 tip and goes to college. Jessica Osborne was a 20-year-old waitress at Pizza Hut who was struggling financially. She was enrolled in a local college but was forced to drop out because she didn't have enough money to attend. Every Friday, a woman named Becky came into the Pizza Hut with her family and Jessica waited on them. Sadly, Becky's husband and daughter were killed in a car accident. When she received the settlement after the accident, she donated $10,000 to Jessica so that she could go back to school. When Jessica was contacted by ABC News, she told them that it was the most unbelievable day considering she works at Pizza Hut. Number 2. Cop splits $1 lottery ticket with a waitress and they win $6 million. This is one of the most amazing tipping stories. You may think that this is the movie It Could Happen to You, starring Nicolas Cage and Jane Fonda. The movie was actually based on the true story. On March 28, 1984, a New York detective named Robert Cunningham went to eat at Sal's Pizzeria in Yonkers. While paying his check, he asked his waitress, Phyllis Penzo, if she would rather split the potential winnings on his $1 lottery ticket in lieu of a tip. She agreed, and they each picked 3 numbers. When the ticket turned out to be a winner, they each got $3 million. The story isn't exactly like the movie. The two never became romantically involved, and they continued to work at their jobs. Phyllis had been working at Sal's Pizzeria for 15 years. In 1986, she ended up quitting. She stated that she got sick of customers offering her half of their lottery tickets instead of tipping her. Number 3. $12,000 tip or drug money. Stacy Knudsen was working as a waitress at Moorhead's Frying Pan in Moorhead, Minnesota. She got the shock of her life when she found $12,000 in a takeout box left behind on the table by her customers. Rather than keeping the money, she turned it in to the police. They told her that if nobody claimed it after 60 days, that the money was hers. When she went to claim the money after 60 days, the police told her that she could not have it. They stated that it was evidence in a drug investigation because it had a strong odor of marijuana. She decided to file a lawsuit, and she won. She was allowed to keep the tip, which was the largest tip she ever received. Number 4. Waitress receives a $1,000 tip on a $60.42 bill for a trip to Italy. A waitress was working at a small diner in Texas, and she received a $1,000 tip. According to her daughter, her mother waited on the man. She had talked to him about going to Italy, where her family was from. Her daughter stated that she went to college for 8 years and studied art. Unfortunately, the waitress and her husband divorced 6 years prior, and the waitress had never had a job during the marriage. Therefore, she had to settle with a waitress job. She was living in the small Texas town which was not even her hometown. She told the man the story, and before he left, he told her to take care. When she looked at the receipt, she was shocked to see the $1,000 tip with the message, "Your ticket to Italy, enjoy." The story went viral, and some questioned its validity. However, it does look authentic. The only problem is the man stiffed the restaurant 42 cents. Number 5. Waiter gets $5,000 tip on a $26 bill to replace a damaged car. Greg Rubar was working as a waiter at the Amigos Italian Market Cafe in Houston. On May 26, 2012, he was serving a couple who came into the restaurant regularly. The couple always ordered the odd combination of soup and wine and spoke with Greg, who had been working at the restaurant for 16 years. He told the couple how his vehicle had been damaged in a lightning storm. The couple came back later that evening and gave him $5,000 to make the necessary repairs on his vehicle. She did not want to be identified, but they believed that she should not have to be punished for something that was out of his control, especially since he's such a hard worker. Number 6. Johnny Depp gives a waiter a $4,000 tip. Johnny Depp is well known for his huge blockbuster hits. He's also famous for being a good tipper. In 2009, he and a group of friends went to a famous steakhouse in Chicago. They took a private room at 11:30 p.m. and Mohammed A. Sakhani waited on the group. They spent the night ordering expensive bottles of wine and baked clams. When they left the restaurant at 2:30 a.m., they left Mohammed a tip for $4,000 with the promise that they would return. It is the largest tip that the longtime waiter ever received. Number 7. $500 tips left for random waiters and waitresses as part of Dying Wish. Family and friends knew Aaron Collins most for his generosity. Before he passed away on July 7, 2012, he left instructions for his family to leave an awesome tip for a waiter or waitress. He didn't mean to leave a 25% tip, he wanted them to leave a $500 tip. His family set up a website in his memory, and they raised $500 to give their son his last wish. A video of the family leaving a waitress at Puccini's a $500 tip went viral. Since then, the donations have been pouring in. The family put an interactive map with a video online so that people could see all of the places that Aaron's parents went, leaving $500 tips in his name. Number 8. Pizza waitress gets a $458 tip. A waitress named Kristen Ruggiero was working at Uncle Tony's Pizza and Pasta in Providence, Rhode Island. She waited on a couple who had a $42 check. When she got to the table, the couple had left 5 $100 bills. At first, she thought that it was a mistake. About a month later, the couple returned and told Kristen that it was not a mistake. They told her that she deserved it. Number 9. Waitress gets $446 tip on a $6 check at Steak and Shake. A waitress named CC Bruce was working at the Steak and Shake in Indianapolis when she got the biggest tip of her life. A regular, who was known as Miss Joe, added a $446 to her $5.97 meal. At first, CC declined the tip. Miss Joe insisted that she take it. The restaurant's general manager stated that CC deserved the tip because she was a great employee. Number 10. Famous rapper The Game leaves $250 tip, claiming that he left $6,000. Celebrities can either be huge tippers or they can be stingy. According to this story, The Game falls somewhere in between. He went to the Capitol Grill in West Hollywood on Easter Sunday in 2013. While there, he tweeted a photo of his waitress, Emmy Akuakor, holding a large wad of cash, saying that he gave her a $6,000 tip. He said that his heart made him do it. After the tweet went viral, TMZ investigated. The actual amount of the tip was $250. It's still a good tip, but nowhere close to the $6,000 that he claimed. Number 11. Girl trades sexual favors as a tip to Denny's waiter. A girl and a group of friends went to a Denny's restaurant and didn't have enough money to cover the waiter's tip. Rather than stiffing him, one of the girls in the group decided to give him a stiffy, a tip, sexually. Her friends took photos and a video of the girl on her knees pleasuring the man. It makes you wonder what her manager and the other customers were doing while this was going on. Subscribe for more.